You've seen the videos and probably watched them for endless hours, going down a rabbit hole in your hope of finding something that may work for you. You know the kind of videos I'm talking about. My 12 sources of income that bring in $128,000 a month. 7 passive income ideas, how I bring in $19,000 a week. My 8 side hustles that bring me $58,000 a month. And I bet they make you feel left behind or inadequate. Like you probably keep working until the day you meet your maker. What no one's talking about, however, is that most side hustles fail within weeks or months. Something else you don't see or hear much about is the rate of burnout from the multiple side hustles. It's not all rainbows and unicorns. Believe me when I say people with 10, 12, or 16 gigs barely have a life. This is Ronald Reed. You've probably heard about him in the media over the last few years. If not, you should look him up. He was a janitor who built a fortune of over $8 million from his minimum wage job by investing in the stock market over decades while living a modest life. Wikipedia describes him as an American philanthropist, investor, janitor, and gas station attendant. Then there is Warren Buffett, mostly known as a billionaire investor, a businessman, and philanthropist. Forbes estimated his wealth at about $121 billion in early January 2024. He's also known as the co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, the 6th largest public company in the world. These two men did what is considered ancient in this day of giving up and bailing out. They built their massive fortunes slow and steady. I suspect the slow and steady pace can also be credited for their longevity. Warren Buffett, of course, is over 93 today. And Ronald Reed lived to a ripe old age of 92 before passing away in 2014. These two simply invested in the market consistently over a long time and allowed compounding to do its magic. But first, please note I'm not an investment or financial advisor. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please talk to a financial advisor if you have any questions or matters regarding your finances or investing. Now, let's get on with it. Let's be honest, for most people, their jobs will remain their main source of income throughout their lives. And I'm here to tell you that you can build wealth on a paycheck and get to financial freedom, fund a good retirement while having a life. Remember, health is wealth. Now, before we get to the how, here is additional reason for optimism that anyone can build massive wealth on a modest income over time. The US is home to the largest number of millionaires in the world. Nearly 25 million millionaires call the US home. Ramsey Solutions, Dave Ramsey's company, conducted the largest survey of millionaires a few years ago, and the findings should give you all hope. The survey found that the top 5 careers for millionaires were engineer, accountant, teacher, yes, teacher, management, and attorney. Wait, don't teachers typically make less than 6 figures or less than $100,000 a year? True. The survey found that teachers were able to become millionaires on their salaries by simply living a modest life, managing their expenses, and putting excess cash in the stock market while also buying, living in, and paying off their homes. And over time, as their property value grew, so did their investments in the stock market. Here is another thing the Millionaire Survey found, that about 80% of millionaires were in fact self-made. I told you, there's hope. Here are some steps you can take while simply holding a job to build wealth and still enjoy your life. Don't leave money on the table at your job. Take advantage of your employer matching to contribute to your retirement account, such as a 401k. Recall the Millionaire Survey by Ramsey Solutions? It also found that 8 out of 10 millionaires invested in their company's 401k. In Canada, many employers offer RRSP matching contributions to employees or some form of registered pension plan, RPP. Take advantage of matching contributions to save for retirement. That's free money you don't want to leave on the table. If nothing else, just contribute enough to take advantage of your employer's full match. Savings from your healthcare benefits provided by your employer will save you from high out-of-pocket expenses. In Canada, while healthcare is principally free, costs of prescription medication plus other extended healthcare such as dental expenses are the responsibility of an individual. Many employers provide extended healthcare benefits to their employees and so saving you from the additional out-of-pocket healthcare expense. This will leave you with more money in your hands that you can invest. Another opportunity to make more money at your job is through overtime if your job offers overtime. Jobs in sectors such as healthcare, construction, retail offer opportunities for overtime. If you're able to make more money than your base pay, plan to put the extra cash directly into your investments in the stock market or property, or just simply pay down some debt. Another way to find additional money at your job is to simply ask for a pay increase. If you've been with your employer for a while, say a few years, your value to your employer today is more than when you first started. Consider negotiating for a pay increase to reflect what you consider to be your fair value today. Should you fail to get a reasonable pay increase or any increase at all, start looking for a new job. This could be with your employer's competitor or other companies. Don't feel obligated to stay with your employer. Remember, if the tables turned, your employer would let you go in a heartbeat. So look out for your own interest first. Also remember, a new job often comes with an above average pay increase, anywhere between 10% and 60%. When I moved to my current job a few years ago, it came with a 55% pay increase. Now, once you've fully taken advantage of and exhausted your direct job benefits, it's time to shift your focus to investing. Find money or cash to invest. The key to finding excess cash to invest from your paycheck is by living modestly or being outright frugal. You particularly have to focus on the three highest household expenses: housing, transportation, and food. The stock market and real estate are true time-tested drivers of wealth, and both offer hands-off investment opportunities. They are passive investments and will leave you with time for your family as your wealth grows in the background. Let's look at investing in the stock market. You can invest in the stock market two ways: the traditional way through your bank or through an investment advisor, or through a self-directed account, a DIY investing of sorts, on a brokerage such as Robinhood, Webull, Questrade, Wealthsimple, you name it. There's so many these days. I invest both ways, through my bank and through a self-directed account on Questrade. The advantage of a self-directed investment account is you get to eliminate the high expense ratios that eat up your gains and slow the growth of your investments. Getting rid of high expense ratios and advisor fees leaves you with more money to keep compounding and to grow your wealth. If you decide to invest the traditional way through your bank, simply call or visit your bank and speak with a financial advisor to get started. On the other hand, if you decide to invest the do-it-yourself way, you'll need to do some research in order to decide on what brokerage you want to invest. It is often recommended that beginners start by investing in index funds or ETFs, exchange-traded funds, and continue contributing monthly or regularly, also known as dollar cost averaging, into the investment accounts for years, and you'll be on your way to wealth. Index funds are a type of mutual fund built to track components of the financial market. Index funds offer several advantages. They offer a wide market exposure and are highly diversified. They are simple to invest in. They come with very low expense ratios, which allows you to keep most of your market gains and to keep growing your wealth through compounding. Index funds are fairly hands-off, as the portfolios automatically readjust by dropping and replacing stocks that do not meet the set criteria, so you do not have to rebalance your portfolio regularly. Index funds are simply set it and forget it investments. Investing in property or real estate. Another way to build wealth on a paycheck is to invest in real estate. Save for a down payment to buy a house, then aggressively pay down your mortgage once you get your hands on a property while you're living in it. The longer you own and live in your property, the more the value will increase over time. Warren Buffett is famously known to still live in a house he bought in 1958 for less than $32,000, and the property is worth some $1.4 million today. That's an increase in value of more than 4,400%. One can never underestimate the role of property in building wealth. There is a reason the super wealthy put their money in real estate and have multiple properties. At its simplest, a house provides a home and security. But the wealthy also use real estate as a store of wealth and as leverage to borrow against at low rates. Statistics from Pew Research indicates that both low and middle income households derive close to 50% of their wealth from the equity in their homes. Investing in the stock market and getting on the property ladder are two great time-tested ways to build wealth. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps support the channel grow. Thanks for watching.